Should have known. Should have. Two more. You got two more after this, and you're done. You're not gonna do the remake because you're saving that for something else, or the newest remake, and you're not doing the other remake because you know how to get your hands on it. So you got two more after this. Two more, Scotty. Come on. You could do it. You could do it. I don't wanna. Come on, get your head in the game. You gotta get your head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game. Gotta get your head. No. All right. Get this over with. Okay? Children of the Corn. Revelation. Revelations. Not really any revelations in this, but you know. They dropped the number. Except for on the DVD menu. See, look, I have that thing over there. Right? And there's 3 movies on one disc. And so you click it, and it goes to a little sub-menu that the other ones don't have. And on the menu, it says Children of the Corn 7 Revelations. Everywhere else, just Children of the Corn Revelations. This has got to be one of the worst things I've ever seen in my unprofessional career. This just... I don't get this. To me, this felt like they Hellraisered it. That this was some script for a generic slasher film set in an apartment building, and they added elements to make it Children of the Corn. It feels like a generic Children of the Corn movie. Like someone was making a ripoff. Right? You got these kids hanging around this apartment building. There's a story about a leader of a cult of kids that wanted to commit a mass suicide. The leader of the kids is Abel. It sounds like they could have taken the story of Children of the Corn and changed it around. I don't know. It just feels like a rip-off movie, a knockoff, mind you. I don't know. The story here is that main character lady, whose name I do not remember, is looking for her grandma because she hasn't heard from her in a while. Her parents died in a fire, and her grandma is the only survivor of a fire that happened when she was a kid. So she goes looking for her grandmother and can't find her. She sees these creepy kids that are hanging around the building. And then one by one, the tenants of the building get killed off, leading to a confrontation between her and this Abel kid and the detective that somewhat in this movie and sometimes not shows up to help her end of the movie. Look, her name is not Claudette. That's the name of the actress's name, but I couldn't tell you where her name is. I really couldn't tell you. But like I said, she's looking for her grandmother. And so she goes to her grandmother's apartment building and starts looking around. Apparently the place is going to be condemned. People are getting evicted. However, no one seems to be leaving or trying to move out. They keep saying all over again, like, oh, this place, people are getting evicted. Oh, it's going to be condemned. She even talks to the stripper chick, Tiffany. Oh, so, when did you get evicted? Oh, you know, I got my notice a couple days ago or weeks ago, whatever. And I stopped paying rent a long time ago anyway. And, like, she's still got all her stuff. Like, she's evicted. Shouldn't she be packing up? All her stuff is sitting there. We never see anyone try to move out. They even got what is it with these movies and getting big name stars to come in and do no nonsense cameo roles that mean nothing? You got Michael Ironside here. Michael fucking Ironside. The man, the myth, the legend, playing a priest. And he does jack shit. There's a scene where main character lady, I don't remember her name, is leaving this grocery store and he's standing there doing something in an alleyway. Which, there's alleyways in Nebraska? I don't know. And then later he puts out some exposition. Right? And that's about all he does. That's it. So we find out that, like I said, her parents died in a fire when she was little, and there was an incident with there was a fire. So apparently her grandmother was a part of this kid cult 60 years ago, which she did, but how long have these kids been doing things? It's even the same cult. But 60 years ago, there was a fire, a tent fire that burned down the place, and apparently the building's built right on top of that. I don't believe that. But that's what they said. And according to Mr. Priest guy, I don't understand this because they're killing everyone in the freaking building anyway. But for some reason, he has to come up with a special reason why they're after main character lady. Oh, your grandmother was supposed to die. Your parents are dead. Oh, your grandparents were supposed to die. Therefore, your parents wouldn't be born and you would never been born. So that's some special reason. The kills in this are fucking stupid, for lack of a better term. Like, the wheelchair guy gets pushed down the freaking stairs. One guy gets scared to death. Literally, he has a heart attack. Why wasn't it the old guy that gets a heart attack? Why is it this dude that looks like he's in his 30s? This one dude. So there's this one dude, Jerry, right? He invites our main character up to the roof for some barbecue he's doing. He eats this corn, and blood comes out. You know what I mean? It was a joke. It was a joke when I did the Klaus thing in the last one. Oh, young teacher, blood on the corn in Irving's grave. Now there's really blood coming out of the corn. It was a joke. A joke. There's blood coming out of the corn, and later they're hacking and slashing the corn stalks, and blood's coming out of that too. But I don't know. But yeah, he gets pushed off the building and lands in the cornfield. He would have survived that, by the way. I looked at the way he landed. He probably would have had some broken bones, but he still would have been alive. No way he would have died from that fall. There's no way. I digress. The other one to talk about here is Tiffany, the stripper chick. We get to see some boobies. Of course, it's Crystal Lowe, so we already seen her boobies in Final Destination 3, which would be 5 years after this. But she's playing she's playing a stripper here in 2001, but she goes back to playing a high schooler in 2006. The hell's that shit? Yeah. She's in the bathtub, so we get to see boobies again. And what I read on Wikipedia is she said she gets these kids come in and strangle her with corn. Oh, that is so not what happens. Not really. This kid comes in. One of these, there's two kids that are hanging around. Creepy little kid. And she said, "What are you doing here? Go away." And the kid drops some corn seed into the bathtub. And I'm like, "Oh, what are they doing?" It then proceeds to grow in the bathtub into corn stalks and strangle her to death. What? Huh? What are we doing? What are we doing? So at first, the detective guy doesn't believe her because he can't believe her at first. But then all of a sudden, because we need exposition, this is when they meet again, and he tells her all that. Oh, your grandmother was a part of a cult when she was a kid. They committed mass suicide. Everyone died except for her. Blah 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 blah. Exposition, 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 exposition. So now he's on the case, and he also tries hitting on her, which is lovely. That's what you want to do. Eventually, she goes down to the basement to confront them. Because everyone else is fucking dead. By the way, one of the most annoying things in this damn movie, alright? So when the stripper is killed, she is screaming her lungs out, trying, because she's getting strangled to death. And the whole time, old man in wheelchair is beating the freaking wall with his damn slipper. Shut the fuck up, you stupid whore. Shut the fuck up, you stupid slut. Shut up, shut up. I'm like, you shut up. This woman is clearly screaming in agony, and you're doing old curmudgeon stay up my lawn shit. It is annoying. It's absolutely annoying. I hated it. And when he was pushed down the freaking stairs, I was like, good. You old fucker. Die already. Sorry. I hated it. It was so annoying. I have this pet peeve with little tapping noises, and the fact that she's screaming and he's going on the freaking wall with this fucking slipper. That's what he was doing. It's because of my... That better. So anyways, yeah, that happened. Most annoying thing in the movie. So we get our final confrontation. It's revealed, first of all, this Abel kid is always in the shadows and is overdubbed with some weird voice, some deep voice shit. I don't know. Not very well done. There's now corn growing in the basement of this fucking building, which couldn't happen. I don't know. But she eventually gets away, right? And she has her gas thing turned on, pilot light out, because it's gas stoves, which should be illegal because those things are very dangerous. Whoever thought of gas stoves should be set on fire, because that is one of the worst inventions ever made. Electric better. Gas stoves are so dangerous, dude. I mean, I'm serious. It's just like, for instance, here's an example, all right? My friend Eric used to live in a building that had gas stoves, right? So we were hanging out in his kitchen, and we were with me, him, another friend of ours, and this friend's friend. And Fred and I are playing cards, and Eric is standing there by the fridge, and this guy is standing up against the oven. All of a sudden, dude's jacket gets lit on fire because he accidentally bumped the thing and turned on the stove. Now, if it was an electric stove, you just burn your hand a little bit. That the whole freaking jacket got set on fire to stomp it out. Dangerous. Gas stoves should be illegalized. Get rid of all gas stove. Gas is also bad for the environment. Just say. Anyway, so she turns on a gas stove, turns on the pilot light, right? At one point, she throws this wreath, lights it on fire, and throws it. Not only would it already cause an explosion before it even landed on the thing, but it just goes off there, And eventually, because she gets saved by a detective guy, because after this, she ends up in another level, because this is like in the basement area she does it. She ends up in another level, where she's attacked by the corn, because of course, corn stalks. Detective saves her with the little scythe thing, right? By the way, according to Abel, not only is the grandma dead, but now she's turned back to being a little girl again. I don't fucking know. But detective saves her. And then, out of nowhere, they cut to the stove again, and it just ignites and explodes and blows the entire building to pieces. And I went, what? What set that off? What set that off? It went off just spontaneously combusted. What? And if that wasn't bad enough, it's very bad CGI fire. And that's how it ends. They're standing there watching this burn and the movie ends. And I'm like, why do these movies have to end so abruptly? I mean, that's what, I guess it's not a bad thing because it's end abruptly, and then you have one that end with an end scene, baby's eyes on fire or some shit. This has got to be the worst one I've watched. I'm sorry. People are saying that 5 and 6 are bad, but I enjoyed 6 for what it was. I enjoyed 5 for what it was. 6 went off the rails very quickly, especially towards the end of the movie, but I still enjoyed it. You know? And I enjoyed 3. 4 wasn't that bad. But this... So like I said, I had 2 more left, alright? This is not worth your time. Go away. Could be worse. Could be worse. Could I say fry in hell? Literally fry in hell because it fry. Yeah, this movie can fry in hell. All right. I don't know. I didn't like this. I hated it. It was so stupid. It was so much. I would not be surprised if it came out that this was a spec script that they worked the corn stuff into because they had to. I don't know. And I'm not looking forward to these last 2. Like I said, I'm not doing the 2009 remake because I have no way to watch it. And the 2023 remake, yes, I know technically it was talking about 2020, but it came out in 2023, so that's what it is. I'm saving for something else. So, it's only 2 left for me to do. But yeah, this one is fry in hell. We'll say that. So, what are your thoughts on Children of the Corn Revelations? Leave a comment down below. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.